Hello and welcome to SKTV. This is Afternoon English News. The headlines first. 129th birth anniversary of Lamyan Hijam Irawat observed across state to promote ideology of Irawat and nationalism. And residents smash vehicles of suspected men in civilian clothing who attempted to capture a person. And now the news in detail. Lamyan Irawat Ningsing Tharum Observation Committee Lintok, under the aegis of Protection and Preservation Committee Manipur PPCM, organized a blood donation camp titled Athoba Singna Kathoi as part of month-long observance of 129th birth anniversary of Lamyan Hijam Irawat at Lamyan Shanglen Konung Mamang today. On the concluding day, PPCM convener Oinam Premjit, Lintok convener Laishram Shyam Kuman, Lintok co-convener Konthokjam Thoiba Mitei, Kunjamim Gopen Luang and White Tiken attended as presidium members. Attendees paid floral tributes to the photograph of Hijam Irawat and honored the legendary leader. Speaking on the occasion, Lintok convener Laishram Shyam Kuman questioned the motive of Indian government in continuing talks with Chinkuke narco-terrorists instead of driving them out of the country, emphasizing that there is no meaning behind calling Meitei and Kukizo representatives for further talks against the backdrop of the ongoing crisis in the state. He further stressed the need to learn and study the ideology and nationalism of Lamyan Hijam Irawat, adding that the relevance remains significant even today. Moreover, he reiterated it would be appropriate to remember the great leader by following his teachings and keep his legacy alive rather than simply offering floral tributes to his photographs.
Howzik Lamyan Irawat ki photo da lay shukat pa dukhak natana mahang na pamjaram poram duda akoy sanction badaka lay mahang na pamu poram singdugi manung channa haiba taragadi manabu khunai ama semba miyon mine leitaba haiba sini adubu masigi akoy ki khunai sida howzik maksu present crisis sinda miyoy kaya mawana taduna IDP oine leiri crisis asida akoy India government na lawribo role je mahang na akoy santai na bagi role ama lawbadu madam cha de crisis sida India government si yam chauna yawi haiba sini akoy ki side gi thamjari badi.
In a significant move towards regional unity, the All Manipur United Clubs organization AMUCO is currently holding talks with Naga and Thado leaders aiming to build what they call a new Manipur and a new Northeast. AMUCO President Hijam Sanjoy, speaking on the sidelines of the 129th birth anniversary of Lamyan Hijam Irawat, affirmed that the organization remains firm in its commitment and is working hand in hand with community leaders to achieve shared goals. The event was observed with great reverence at Cheraucheng in Thamaiban, drawing participation from several clubs and Marapaibi organizations that align with AMUCO's vision. Sanjoy described Hijam Irawat as a leader with many faces who tirelessly worked for the people and longed for a life of freedom. He added, "It is a moment of great pride that we are descendants of such a great leader." Meanwhile, former AMUCO President Hijam Luwang took the opportunity to clarify a recent controversy. Referring to his earlier remarks regarding NSNIM leader Thungangle Muiva's visit to his native village Somdal, Hijam Luwang stated that his comments were his personal opinion and do not reflect the official stance of AMUCO.
Hijam Irawat self-determination aduga maning tamba leba ama loilami against the lebim chamani Manipur miyam da nampu force take abolish togi aduga mahakti adukki mati ekoi kunai asibu namjing laptak piwa miyo amani hauna phana kunai asi da mahana thinarm je Manipur gi feudal amadi British law colonial law amadi Indian colonial law ahum da thengna ba ekoi gi layu kraba ahana se laibak kaya da pagraba ima gi masano mahakumna ekoi su laibak phaba lando sigi macha amoina tungin jage nagagi lusingba sing amadi Adogi lu singba sing ngarang nahan mo tajo hoji mo so akoi inaba lepnaba new Manipur di new Northeast mo dem akoi akpun mo state olen akoi chami nari lu sing pare Hijam Irawat self determination.
YVA Irawat Celebration Committee and Narengbam Ibutombi Memorial Trust together organized 129th Jananeta Hijam Irawat Celebration 2025 at YVA Ground, Wangjing today. A sculpture of Hijam Irawat, which was bestowed by Dr. Narengbam Rajiv Kumar in the memory of his father, was also unveiled today, paying tribute to the legendary leader. The event was attended by students of IRE Group of Institution Wangjing, locals of Wangjing Tentha and other staff and officials. Speaking on the occasion, Democratic People's Front Manipur President and Narengbam Ibutomi Memorial Trust founder, Dr. Narengbam Rajiv Kumar, said that Hijam Irawat was a forward thinker and a progressive leader in many different spheres, and it would be wise to adopt his teachings for a better future.
Kanagumba leader amagi lead tobira wakhalon na koigera mangone na phajagi baso bi kai kaidi adubu hautu piramiba mi asigi ekoina ma pulatana mangi mato kitang tamjabada aina hena chakhe yai chalo yai but magi level ni koina yobung ngani thajadi atu yamna sensitive koina manipur suma thok pai yai as khanaga matam do mana logi ba dai ta dune akoi usi khangba yai as usina lagila sham hairaba khangba yami helaba electronic media ki khuthanga adamni chokal ma matam sida aikoi na magi maru ke aba phunma ngamdoi rai base wahang ma lakare.
Eastern Popular Club Khurai Thuding Jamlekai and Yaipal Lamjing Nupi Lup jointly organized 129th birth anniversary of Lamyan Bahijam Irawat at Gauragovind Girls College today. The program was attended by Eastern Popular Club founder retired MFS Yambem Lal Babu, Eastern Popular Club founder retired headmaster Hanthe Manauton, Shri Gauragovind Girls College Vice Principal Dr. Hijam Anita, Yaipal Lamjing Nupi Lup Secretary Kumujam Jina Devi and Eastern Popular Club President Salam Birendra as key dignitaries. Attendees paid floral tributes to the portrait of Hijam Irawat, while speakers emphasized on the relevance of his teachings and urged to keep his legacy alive. In another heartfelt tribute, the Socialist Students Union Manipur SSUM also observed the 129th birth anniversary of Lamyan Bahijam Irawat today at the Relief Center set up at the old DC office in Lokoipad, Bishnupur district. Addressing the gathering, SSUM President S. Yaima called for an in-depth dialogue among students on the role played by Irawat and his vision for a just and equitable society. He emphasized that this is a crucial moment to reflect on Irawat's socialist ideals and his tireless work for the oppressed. On a more pressing note, Yaima strongly asserted that neither the centre nor the state government should cede even an inch of Manipur's land to any group or make moves that could threaten the territorial integrity of the state. Yaima further stated that the union is committed to supporting internally displaced persons or IDPs and will continue their efforts until every displaced person is able to return to their original home. As part of the commemoration, floral tributes were offered to the portrait of Lamyan Bahijam Irawat. A patriotic poetry competition was organized for students living in the relief camp, and winter clothing and stationery items were distributed to the camp's residents.
Lamyan Irawat mahak masamak masagi oijaba kaya kathoklaga nungaiba punsi marel kaya kathoklaga miyamge damakta honakiba adugumba luchingba amakhakni mahaki freedom duni union asida matou tamjaningiba amadi tamnanaba honajariba aduga hauraiba aikhoigi mahairoi khudimak nasu Lamyan Irawat na kari pamlami mahakna khunai sigi damakta kari taurami haibase ngasi nainaba mathau tare union asida pamjabadi khanjabadi mitai karigumba lam machit amata India lengak amadi Manipur lengakna kanagumba kangluf amata da piba yaroi amadi mahanba yaroi masigi damakta aikhoi union asina mapung phana thengnagani.
Irawat Day Observation Committee Wangjing Tentha Assembly Constituency also organized the 129th birth anniversary of Lamyan Bahijam Irawat at Wangjing Mandal Office Complex today. During the observance, people from various localities under Wangjing Tentha Assembly Constituency paid floral tributes to the statue of Hijam Irawat at Wangjing New Market. Speakers in the function emphasized the significance of observing Irawat Day, while highlighting the role taken by Irawat in the Manipuri society and encouraging the youth to follow the path of the social reformer.
Irawat kanano, magi wakhalon karino, magi punsida thengagiba struggle mayam, awaba sekheng mayam ama landana laga, Manipurda awon mama puratnaba, Manipur ki saktam ngananaba, maite ki sanabi kananaba, tungan balam kaya damana thengarami base, punamaksigi mathangda, Mina mibu ottaba samajama, chana pathapama, Manipur dasu lingani, lai rabalami simigi sason purakadabani, hai ba wakhalon asi, lamyan ba Irawat na thimna ki ba punsigi, masak adu aikhoina naina ba, khara naina gargasu, lemo ba mayamama laigani.
Time for a short break. We'll be right back. Keep watching SKTV. Welcome back, and in further news, Salai Kanbalub SKL observed 129th birth anniversary of Lamyan Hijam Irawat at Salai Ecotourism Park in Ukhongsang today. SKL Chairman Salaicha Lechumbam Gopal and Ukhongsang Unit President Salaicha Senyai led the attendees in paying floral tributes to the photograph of Hijam Irawat to honor his legacy. Speakers recounted the life and legacy of the great leader and mentioned the need to adopt his teachings in this day and age. Locals assaulted several personnel of 7MR Special Commando Unit who came by wearing civil dress and pretended to be underground members today, besides damaging their vehicles in Kewa Furzu under Kundrakpam constituency in Imphal district. According to information culled from the spot by SKTV, the incident occurred around 10:40 am when the locals who were attending MG-NRE-GS work noticed an I-20 car and a Baleno car, both without number plates, loitering in the area. When the locals stopped the cars and questioned the occupants about their identities, the individuals claimed to be members of proscribed groups tasked with arresting a local drug peddler. However, it was later revealed that they were actually the personnel of 7MR. As the locals were feeling deceived, they assaulted the personnel and damaged their vehicles. Police uniforms were also reportedly found inside the cars. Following the incident, a large contingent of police personnel arrived at the scene and took the MR personnel into custody after assessing the situation. There were no reports of any further untoward incidents. The rare and iconic Shirui lily, found nowhere else in the world but Manipur, is in danger and urgent action is being called for. Speaking at the Save Shirui Lily campaign held today at Hotel Classic Grande in Chingmairong, Dr. T. Brajakumar, Director of the Directorate of Environment and Climate Change, made a heartfelt appeal to the public to join hands in preserving this natural treasure. Dr. Brajakumar pointed to climate change, deforestation and unchecked road construction as the key reasons why the Shirui lily is struggling to bloom as it once did on the misty hillocks of Shirui in Ukhrul district. The lily that once grew peacefully amidst the clouds is now fading due to human activity, he said. The director called for public cooperation, urging both citizens and government stakeholders to support conservation efforts led by the Department of Environment and Climate Change alongside the Tangkhul community of Ukhrul and its surrounding villages. He emphasized that the residents of Ukhrul have a huge role to play in protecting and restoring the habitat of this endangered flower. The Shirui lily is more than just a flower. It's a symbol of Manipur's natural heritage. The time to act, say experts, is now.
Shirui lily plant si go health si social ko se koi climate change ge so impact amane na koi na understanding leina khanda koi gi masi amuna kannana ba yokna ba amadi masu rejuvenate tona bagi plan ame makhada koi gi Directorate of Environment Climate Change amadi local community ma'am maru ina ukhul tabiri ba tangkhul sinau singoi ba villager singi chief singalone na koi magic pandam makhada koi na sanction bhorakoni.
The Shirui lily is our state flower. It's very close to my heart and it's intrinsic to our crown. It is our state flower and we can't lose it. So we wanted to make haste before it's too late. Yes, it is too late. The size of the flower is becoming smaller. The size of the plant is becoming shorter. So we wanted to get to the grassroots level, be it through government, scientific, or the local approach, and get to the root of the problem.
Revolutionary Party Sorepa Kanglei Park has extended greetings to the public on the occasion of its foundation day, which falls on October 1st. In a press statement issued by Sorepa chairman Hijam Irawat, the organization honored the ultimate sacrifices of those who have been martyred in the long fight while saluting those who are taking part in the struggle in Western Southeast Asia, Vizia. The organization recounted the similarities between communities inhabiting in Vizia regions in terms of food habits, farming professions and other economic activities. Sorepa strongly criticized the rich and wealthy contractors and political class who act fully in compliance with the diktats from Delhi. The organization termed India government's divide and rule policy as the root cause behind ethno-nationalism, micro-nationalism and communal politics and perpetually keeps the people of Vizia and Kanglei Park, Manipur in servitude. It further appealed to the public, teachers, students, youths and mothers to move towards a self-reliant future. Security forces apprehended 4 individuals along with heroin and ganja cannabis in 2 separate incidents yesterday. According to police, the arrested persons in the first incident have been identified as T.S. Valley Rose, aged 40, and T.T. Dovin Warthinga, aged 37, who are both the residents of Ngari Raidulamai, Maram Bazar, Senapati district. They were arrested from Kwakta Tera Khongsangbi under Pagaukchau Ikhai police station in Bishnupur district, along with 11 soap cases containing heroin powder weighing approximately 161 grams. In another incident, 2 passengers from Imphal International Airport, namely Laishram Vikas, aged 20, of Nagamapal Lamabam Lekai, Imphal West District, and Ngangom Nelson, aged 19, of Takiel Kolom Lekai Mapal, Imphal West District, were arrested after detecting contraband ganja cannabis weighing approximately 21 kgs inside their luggage bags. In a crackdown against anti-social elements in the state, security forces arrested 3 members of different proscribed groups from various locations. According to police, an active cadre of KYKL identified as Urikambam Premjit, aged 41, of Lamjau Mayalekai in Kaching district, was arrested from Pauna Bazar. It further said that another member of RPF PLA identified as Sanatombai alias Nauton, aged 54, of Kadangban Mayalekai in Imphal West district, was arrested from his residence. 2 magazines of Insys LMG, 2 camouflage helmets, 5 BP plates and 4 BP vests were also seized from his possession. Security forces also arrested an active cadre of NRFM from his residence in Kujman Mayalikai in Bishnupur district. The arrested person has been identified as a 19-year-old Naushikpam Sanatoy Mitei, alias Lechil. A music video titled Jangpholva and produced by Hauboy Haukip and directed by MC Mangcha Kipgen was released today at Khongthang Sausan K Gomnamphai in Kampopi district. Boboy Haukip and Pichong Haukip are the main casts in the music video, while Jajai Singsit is the singer. During the music video release function, attendees called for promoting regional entertainment industry. Statue of Mahatma Gandhi at Tavistock Square in London was defaced yesterday, just days before Gandhi Jayanti celebrations. The High Commission of India condemned the act as shameful and an attack on the legacy of non-violence. The plinth of the statue, which shows Gandhi in a meditative pose, was found daubed with anti-India graffiti. Indian mission officials rushed to the site to oversee restoration, while the matter was reported to local authorities. The Metropolitan Police and Camden Council have begun investigations into the incident. Installed in 1968 and sculpted by artist Freda Brilliant, the bronze statue has been a centerpiece of Gandhi Jayanti observances in London. Every year on October 2nd, designated by the UN as the International Day of Non-Violence, floral tributes and Gandhi's favorite bhajans are offered at the site. And that is all we have for now, but before we end, here are the headlines once again. 129th birth anniversary of Lamyan by Hijam Irawat observed across state to promote ideology of Irawat and nationalism. And residents smash vehicles of suspected men in civilian clothing who attempted to capture a person. And that's the end of this bulletin. But for latest news updates, keep watching SKTV.